Hey guys, Kelly here. Welcome back to the channel and welcome to the USACK group build reveal. I am only about a week late. Actually, I am exactly a week late. This ran from September 15th, 2024 to March 18th, 2025. And it was picked by our good buddy Kim Sudengard over in Norway, Denmark. Kim, I'm sorry. You're somewhere across the pond from me. Kim has got a great channel. He does some excellent building, and he was selected to pick the kit this year. And this is the kit he picked, was the Revell 1968 Dodge Dart. It doesn't have to be the Hemi. There is a 1969 Dodge Dart GTS that was only issued once. Then there is a Mr. Norm's 68 Dodge Dart that has got the black car on the cover and a vinyl top. Then there is the Dick Landy version, and then there is this version. So and this one is, I think this one is the one that is currently available. The Dick Landy version actually came with a pre-painted figure of Dick Landy smoking his cigar, which is pretty cool. And when Kim announced this with Mark Batson and U.S.A.A.C, it was September 1st last year. I am all for this. You can go back to about September of last year and see a video. This will be my 8th version of this car I built. I think I've counted correctly, because I built the 69 when it came out. I built the 68. This car is a Hemi car, as a day 2 Hemi car, so it's got the primer and the flat black front end. I've built this car with a AFX and scale resin body, which makes it and I turned it to a 68 sedan. I have built this car as a 1970 Dart Swinger with a Bandit resin body. I have built this car as a 1967 using the AFX and scale grill and taillight panel. And I have also used Kenny's Bandit Resin's 1971 Plymouth Scamp to build a 71 Plymouth Scamp version of this. And I think it's... I hope you guys were counting. And then I built this version. So this might be 7, might be 8. I'll have to go back and count. Anyway, last Sunday, I was well on my way to get this finished. And you can, I don't know if you can see it or not. I was gluing this piece on, and I held this piece with my tweezers, and I put super glue down the length of it and laid it on here and pressed it like this. So when I pressed it here, it rolled out under my thumb, and I couldn't tell it. And then I did this. So I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I can get the light right or not, but right here, it was a pretty bad mark, and it spread all the way over here. There's etching all through here. And it's sad because this had the bare metal full of the GTS emblems before I painted it. Did that on the body too. So I thought, well, I'll try to get another hood together. Hang on, I've got stuff everywhere. Keep saying that a lot, don't I? Oh no, I wasn't trying to get another hood together. What I was going to do is use the hood from the first body, where the paint had screwed up. Y'all remember this incident. And just so you guys know, you will see this one soon, because when Mars Garage does their Rust Bucket group build, right here's where I'm starting. So anyway, I was going to use the hood that I painted for this but there was a little bit of a shade difference. And I thought, well, I can't do that. So we went with the Hemi hood. And I am on a painting fiasco kick. You can see all the shade difference here. There's a big run where I thought I was putting on my clear coat slowly enough, but it just ran all over the place. I like that sunburst effect, though. That's pretty cool. So we started a fourth hood. And considering the intake I was using, I needed to use the Hemi hood, you know, so that first hood screwing up. So anyway, let me get this out of the way, and we'll take a look at what we got here. And we are calling this car Bullseye because it just kept hitting me in the head with stuff. Like I said, it is almost the exact color of Fred Henry's. It is the Tamiya. Let me grab those two. I'm just unprepared as I'll get up. Tamiya primer. This is all rattle cans, and this is the formula that Fred Henry used also, with the exception of this. I used Tamiya TS87 titanium gold. He used a different gold base for his. And then we covered it with TS92 metallic orange. And about 3 or 4 coats of clear, I can't remember. This one came out great, and I just noticed I still have a decal to put on here, so it's not completely finished, which is fine. It's done. I'm putting a fork in saying it's done, but I do need to put the Pentastar emblem here. And I'm going to take the GTS decal and put it on the nose of this hood. Kit has Jay's resin wheels, Hurst wheels, because I built a tribute of the Mr. Norm's 2008 version. He did a 50th anniversary. 2008, yeah, 50th anniversary of this car, the Hemi Dart. Different shade. I didn't like the interior colors of his, so this is where my Cryoline comes into effect. It's a two-tone brown. I added the tack. That's the kit tack. I wired it. Made my shifter. It's got the white ball shifter. Underneath is the kit engine, the kit exhaust, but I made the exhaust tips. I used my white shocks. And sometimes you just got to stop. I forgot to fill these holes because at first I was going to use the other rear suspension, but I wanted to use the 9-inch. Like I said, it's a kit engine that's been lowered, the front and rear. And it's got Johann Mickey Thompson valve covers, fin valve covers. And the intake is Texas 3D Customs injected Hemi. I bought the kit, and I had so much of this done. I mean, I had the wiring done and everything, and all I was waiting for was an intake. So instead of starting over and building a new engine, I just robbed this injected intake out of the Texas 3D. So, and then I found out that that's right here is why I need the Hemi engine. So the other hood screwing up didn't really slow me down because I'd have had to be getting another hood ready anyway. Made my tag for the front. This is another creation of my son's. This is a few years old that he did this for me, and I'm just now getting around to using it. Model Car Garage wire looms are in here. You can barely see them. Photo etched radiator cap. And I think that is an MCV product steering wheel in there. And then again, my North Carolina plate for the back. And there we go. Now, I drilled and pinned the door handles on because I like things to say the mirrors are drilled and pinned on, so are the windshield wipers. Like I said, bare metal the emblems and polished those out before I started clear coating and everything. Brake calipers painted to match the car. And guys, that is it. This, other than the paint fighting me, which, you know, just see right here, I'm pointing back at me. All my fault, I'm sure. Because usually when things go wrong, that's what my wife tells me. That was your fault. So, no, I'm just teasing. But we did have, I do want to point out, I don't know what happened, right here is, I don't know, it's scratched through to the plastic. And I might try to fill that, but after me trying to repair this, I'm kind of scared, you know, to tinker with it. Anyway, guys, love to read your comments. Love to hear what you think about it. Oh, and I did panel liner. I use the black wash for other things, you know, but I've never done it for panel liner. Again, back here, right along this edge right here, just this place right here. I don't know if the paint just pulled. I don't think I rubbed it through. So the panel liner kind of hides that. And I do like the look. I will be using that more often. Normally what I do with it is stuff like, you know, I put the black wash on the carburetors. And I black washed those pretty good. And then I came in with my gold pen and painted the carburetors themselves. And the black wash on the valve covers and the alternator, so you can pick up those details. But guys, that is it. I don't know who is going to get the privilege of picking the 2025, 2026. And it will be probably September 1st. That's when they announced the last time. Well, that's when they had the video with Kim and Mark and U.S.A.A.C. But yeah, this is a blast. It is so fun to see. I love doing group builds, and I love doing same kit builds. We did our local club, Western North Carolina Modelers, years ago, and this is give you an idea when the AMT 62 Pontiac came out originally. We were meeting at our local hobby shop, and they ordered them, and we got a special deal because we bought a bunch of them. Had 11 cars brought in, which I thought was fantastic. 11 Pontiacs built for this same kit build. 9 of them were blue. Now they weren't all this, you know, but yeah, yeah, I thought that was wild. 9 out of 11 were blue. But right now I've got me and Fred Henry and Clifton over at KBCC Garage. His is orange. But the variety of builds is just amazing. I absolutely love seeing stuff like this. If you're going to be at the Acme NNL in, I want to say August. I don't have the flyer here in front of me. There are going to be so many darts down there, including Tim Kalankowicz's Tim Customs 6-engined mud bogger dart. So get over to look at his channel at the craziness that is ensuing over there. I'm grateful that I actually beat him to the finish line with this one. So, guys, thank you so much for watching. Thank you for liking. Thank you for commenting, and thank you for sharing. Just like I said, tell your friends, because you know what I always say. This is the kind of thing you like. Or if you like this kind of thing, this will be the. I feel like I've been drinking. If you like this sort of thing, this will be the sort of thing you like. Guys, thank you for watching. God bless you.